Politically, in my opinion, the dairy industry is now at a crossroads. The government, the supply chain, including retailers, food service sector, will have to take heed of the massive drop of milk production in the UK and the huge fall of milk producers, which is running pretty close to 4% per year. And let's personalise this. How many people are standing here at the moment? Probably nearly 100. But on those sorts of figures, even at Welsh level alone, we are looking at between 60 and 70 producers exiting this industry in the next 12 months. Just put that into perspective. As I stated earlier, I genuinely believe, and I have faith, and I believe that the farmer-owned business model, well governed, well managed, with a proper product mix, run professionally, will be the way forward to improve dairy farmers' fortunes, as we have seen with examples with other farmer-owned businesses.
The industry is facing an awful lot of issues at the moment. Volatility is on the increase. The long-term prospects for the industry are good, and for milk price are good, because we expect demand to increase very significantly. But we have to keep our focus on consumer, drive demand and deliver value.
Can I just say, contrary to some of the comments I heard yesterday, this is not a dead or dying industry. You know, look around you, look at the suppliers, look at the atmosphere in this dairy event, and it does give us a balance to the rest of the time I spend with NFU, because very often we forget what a dynamic industry this is. And I'll come to some of the problems in a minute, but we've had both the farming minister and the shadow farming minister on the stand yesterday and today, and I told them they were both surprised at the size of the supply industry. They're both new ministers. They were surprised at the size and the scale of the supply industry. And I told them if they don't remember anything else about the dairy event, the one thing they should remember is how little money it takes to make the difference between a farmer who is contemplating giving up on dairying or having confidence and investing for the future. We have now a three-tier industry. We have people who are selling liquid milk who are getting reasonably good prices, are reasonably happy and are investing for the future and do have confidence. We have then huge numbers of farmers supplying milk for other products and middle ground liquid who are not getting such a good price, and there's an awful lot that's got to be done there. And then at the very bottom we do have, since June, ex-DFOB members who are getting a totally unsustainable price, and that's got to change. And I've already challenged all the processors and milk buyers to either give these people a proper contract showing commitment and pay them properly for that milk, taking a long-term view, or they must release them from any significant notice period. You cannot have farmers operating on a market return contract with a 3 to 6 month notice. That is totally wrong, totally unfair. If you're on the spot market, you must be free to move around if you wish, if there's a better price to be had elsewhere. And the real reason for that is that it will aid recovery much more quickly. If you've got people having very low prices on 6 months notice periods, that is going to delay recovery. And recovery is coming. We will see recovery in the next few months. It's not probably going to be swift, it's probably going to be measured, but at least it is on its way. Contracts is what I'm really pushing. We've got two main issues really in dairying. One is the ombudsman, obviously. That isn't just for dairying, but we need an ombudsman. We need to curb the excesses of retailers, there's no doubt about that. But contracts, we launched our contracts campaign yesterday, or relaunched it, because we've been talking about contracts now for 2 or 3 years. We've overcome the first hurdle. Everyone is now talking about contracts. We've got progressive companies and we've got forward-thinking farmers coming to us to talk about contracts. Most of the buyers now are talking to us in some form or other about changing their contracts.